What is up, trend Deluxers? Today we're going to take a look at the 10 stupidest aspects of modern life. Before we start our journey through the top 10, here's the challenge of today. Tell us one thing you really want to eliminate about modern life in the comments down below, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel while you are there. But, without further ado, let's start our top 10. Number 10, Social Media Computer Games. What your son will say: so you had modern technology at your fingertips but decided to play shitty farming games on Facebook. What we say: every time someone opens his or her Facebook page, there's some new request to help your friends gather dust bunnies in vacuum wars, digitally teabag each other in Balls Town, or collect whatever dumb thing is collected in whatever new game has caught the imagination of the social network that day. We can't imagine how elite game designers who spend years of meticulous labor designing cutting-edge games feel when they see their friends and family herding sheep with graphics that an old-school Game Boy would put to shame. Number 9, Bar Trivia Night. What your son will say: why didn't you just look up the answers on your phone? What we say: while bar trivia is a time-honored tradition, we wonder just how long people will care about useless information. Our children will grow up in a world where everything they ever wanted to know is at their fingertips. Will they actually value knowing what a former First Lady's name was, or how many gold records the Beach Boys had? We aren't prepared to speculate on the effect this would have on the social lives of bargoers. Without trivia, the only options are karaoke and actually talking to each other. Both are no good. Number 8, constantly rebooting superhero movies. What your son will say: Daddy, my friends and I are going to have a slumber party and watch all 47 Spider-Man movies. What we say: sure, Shakespeare and the Bible have already told us that there's nothing new under the sun, but this is getting ridiculous. Apparently the only reason that studios end a superhero film arc is so that they can reboot it 12 months later. We'd like to see them reboot non-superhero stories as well. Perhaps it's time for a Titanic prequel or a gritty Revenge of the Nerds modernization. The only way to stop this would probably be to stop buying tickets, but then we'd miss out on hyperlink: http://www.complex.com/popculture/2012/09/50 comic characters who should never get a movie / the coolest new superhero movies, and that's just not going to happen. Thus, the cycle continues. Number 7, gourmet fast food. What your son will say: did that stuff really fool you, Dad? No, son, we fooled ourselves. What we say: we love how the new culture of health consciousness has led every fast food joint to put words like bistro on certain portions of their menus. Not to mention, they're now finding ways to place moist tomatoes and lettuce leaves on all their billboards behind the burgers. As David Spade's character was told in the 2001 comedy Joe Dirt, don't try to church it up, Dirt. Fast food companies of America, we know what we're doing when we eat your food. We're well aware that we're poisoning our body. You assuring us that the cheese is fresh from Wisconsin or that the roll is of the artisan variety doesn't change anything. Number 6, dressing like a 1920s drifter. What your son will say: is that my great-grandfather? No, it's Uncle Jeff. What we say: at least the lads in Mumford & Sons have an excuse, they play old Timmy string instruments. As for the guy hanging out at the bar at Applebee's wearing suspenders and a bowler hat, who the hell knows? Yes, the early 20th century working class lived a luxuriant life filled with tuberculosis and beatings doled out by Pinkerton strikebreakers, but do we need to romanticize them to the point that half the guys on the L train are dressed like chorus boys from Newsies? Number 5, Instagram. What your son will say: how did real photographers feel about those filters? What we say: they don't like them, little Jimmy. Not at all. We had a photographer friend of ours make a great argument against the best-selling app. He was flipping out about Instagram and we suggested he find something else to complain about, like gas prices. Then he asked how we would like it if an app could write an article that people thought could pass as professional for anyone who woke up one day and decided that taking up writing would be fun. Point taken. Number 4, anonymous online comments. What your son will say: I hope you never wrote anything like that, Dad. What we say: you will, of course, hang your head in shame, because we've all been there. All of us, at one point or another, have taken pleasure in the internet's anonymity. You're able to say things digitally that you'd never utter in any real-life public forum. Oddly enough, we've all been hurt by it too, but that doesn't stop us when we have a chance to hide behind the computerized veil. Slowly, the internet is getting tired of this anonymity. When you try to post a comment on comedy writer Ken Levin's blog, for instance, you see this message: even though leaving a comment anonymously is an option here, we really discourage that. Please use a name using the name/URL option. Invent one if you must. Be creative. Anonymous comments are subject to deletion. Thanks. Get ready to see more of this. People are getting tired of trolls. Number 3, memes. What your son will say: couldn't you guys just, watch TV? What we say: the crew at Complex Pop Culture is just as guilty of live tweeting as anybody else. There's something lovely about having that instant water cooler moment now that families no longer gather round the glow of the screen for nightly viewing. Ultimately, watching an hyperlink, http://www.complex.com/tech/2013/01/ the 25 best shows to live tweet / episode of TV while live tweeting is an entirely different experience than simple viewing. Rather than following the plot, you're following your own stream of consciousness, hunting for witty remarks and pointed insights. At some point, though, we'll likely throw up our hands and say we want to get back to enjoying the actual show rather than enjoying each other's comments on the show. However, awards shows, reality TV, and political debates will continue to be live tweeted for generations to come. Number 2, unpaid internships. What your son will say: Dad, when do you think you will ask your boss to give you a paid position? What we say: you've got to love how older folks like to refer to our generation as lazy. Yes, a generation that agrees to compulsory unpaid labor for several years after college is lazy. Also, don't give us that apprenticeship line either. Apprentices had valuable skills after a couple years behind the blacksmith's anvil. The current rash of non-paid work experience is breeding a generation of people that are spending their time immediately after racking up tens of thousands of dollars of debt by going deeper into the red while honing those valuable coffee fetching and tweeting skills that are so vital to every CEO's success. Eventually people will stop putting up with it, or they'll just spend the entire decade of their 20s in grad school. Number 1, the right to bear arms. What your son will say: were you in a well-regulated militia, Dad? What we say: everything that there is to say about this topic has pretty much been said. For those who still don't get why this issue is so crucial, hyperlink, http://www.complex.com/popculture/2012/2012-50 biggest stories gifts/3 mass shootings. The reasons can be summed by this. Here's hoping that in 20 years there are different national headlines. So, trend Deluxers, that's it for today. To see the later videos, you can turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon right next to the subscribe button. But, until the next one, see you.